Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. It's the one and only Optibotimus coming to you with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the absolutely incredible support of my Optibotimus Plus channel members, and even all of you that just hit that thumbs up button, we're going to be taking a look at the new Jurassic World Legacy Collection, NEDRY Getaway Pack. Exclusively available at least here in North America at Target stores, the Legacy Collection once again expands to include a really great new set, which includes a repainted Dilophosaurus, modified and retooled Jeep Wrangler, as well as our first retail release of NEDRY. We did previously get a NEDRY figure as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but what's really impressive is that this is basically an all-new figure, which is quite surprising because they released that SDCC version designed to look how he appeared when we were first introduced to him, as well as his diabolical plot to steal the embryos from Jurassic Park. So his outfit is completely different than what we have here, which results in them having to basically give us a new figure. Honestly, I thought they would have just repackaged that other one, but they didn't, and that's quite surprising. For the package, though, absolutely gorgeous. You have this open package, which, as you can see, does a nice job of replicating when NEDRY met his end at the hands of a Dilophosaurus, who he initially was not very scared of because, he thought he was cute and everything. But you have the Jeep down here, you have the waterfall, which looks great. I mean, you even got like the little sign right there, although that sign is not entirely accurate. You got a clamshell around him here, but you can kind of see like the island around there, the bow, that looks really cool. Obviously, this is part of the Jurassic World Legacy Collection, so you get that logo right there. But I liked how that looks. This is definitely one that I could see collectors keep it in the package. It does have a really nice appearance to it. Come around to the back of it, and here you see him. You got Dennis holding his stick, which, yay, he got a stick. Stick, stupid, stick. And then he's like, no wonder why you guys are extinct, and that seemed to upset him, and maybe that's why he ate him. But you got the Dilophosaurus, of course you got the Jeep Wrangler, and then, like I said, this is a slightly modified version of the one that we got previously, most notably the fact that it does have a removable roof, which if you remember in the movie, he did have that canopy there. I know a lot of people are kind of critical of that. We'll get into all that here in a bit, but for the packaging on this, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get it out here and see how cool it actually is. And here we have the set opened up and out of its packaging. And while a lot of collectors do have a few issues with it, in general, I personally think it's still really very good. Starting off first with the Dilophosaurus, as you can see, it is pretty much just a repaint. It does look really nice, though. The frills here look really good. It does a really good job of kind of recreating the way the Dilophosaurus looked in that particular scene. You can see accessory-wise, he does come with this little goop thing right here. I don't know, it's a little bit translucent. You can kind of see through that a little bit. But the Dilophosaurus in general isn't really anything spectacular. I want to say that it's one of the earlier ones that we got. You can see that you can close the frills, although it doesn't really look good like that because they should lay down along the neck. It's just, you can't really do that with that, but you can move them around and kind of position those. Looks good though. I think that some people have complained about the yellow color right there. I don't think it looks all that bad. Got a nice brown blotch there in the back. But that's pretty much it. The coloring, though, I think is dramatically improved for the accuracy aspect. You can articulate them. The little arms here can move forward and back, and then these ones also can move, but there is a really heavy focus on them being in one pretty locked position. So you can get him to stand pretty decently like that. You can't really, there's no ankle articulation, so you can move the legs, but like it's like, what's the point? Because then you have something like that. So it's definitely a weird sort of thing. We love the articulation in it, but you can't really use it that much. So I don't know, honestly, why we all get super excited about, the arms, you can position those, but legs, it's kind of pointless when you don't have other points of articulation. You do have code here at the bottom, so you can still scan that. The set also does come with NEDRY. Now, like I said, this is the first time that we've gotten him in terms of a retail release. And I think they did a really good job. It does a pretty decent job of looking like him. I mean, obviously, he's a very round figure. He comes with this stick, which I feel like this is a missed opportunity. The SDCC one actually came with a small little cryo can that he could hold. Why they didn't include that with this, especially since that was what he was escaping with. We had that really kind of iconic scene of it falling down and getting covered in mud. That would have been a great accessory to include with this. I guess it kind of still makes that SDCC one a little bit more special, but that whole packaging, I mean, everything about that SDCC version was absolutely fantastic. I never got it, unfortunately, but in my opinion, it is the best sort of way of getting a Dennis Nedry. Plus, it was him in his little Hawaiian outfit, which was great. But you get a stick so you can throw it in. Stick, stupid. Great looking figure, though. As you can see, very round figure. I want to say that this is kind of like stuck on there. So the entire body is basically different. His head, well, actually, I even think that the head is different, because when you look in close, he's got a closed mouth. In that SDCC one, his mouth was open. So I think they pretty much did everything different on here. The other one had him wearing like flip-flops. So, I mean, this is a heavy retool figure. I like I said, I don't have that other one, so I can't tell you what is the same. I'm just going by memory on what it looks like, but there's a lot different here. One thing that I do wish that they did was, maybe not necessarily here, but he had the Jurassic Park logo on his rain jacket. He also had it on the back. I wish they would have printed something like that on the back here. That would have been cool, but I do like how it's got the little hoodie section, because that was part of it as well. But in general, really nice. I also kind of showed it here. His glasses looked pretty good. And there was the scene when he was driving that and his glasses fogged up, and that's what kind of made him crash. And those actually kind of give a slightly fogged look to it. I dig that. I don't know if they did that on purpose, because, I mean, you can look at, like, for example, John Hammond here. You can see his are a little bit more clear, I feel. So I don't know if they did that deliberately or what, but I think that looks great. Articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, although he's got a very round head, so you're not going to get a lot of articulation with it, just kind of left and right. The shoulders are on the pin hinge joints. Same thing here with the elbows. He rotates at the waist, which is nice. Hips, forward, back, in and out. Got the pin hinge joint here for the knee, and that's it. No articulation with the ankles. You do have pegs there at the bottom, though. So, great figure. Rounding out the collection of Jurassic Park characters. Obviously, you have Nedry. Here we have John Hammond. So we're getting a lot of them. There's not really a lot that are left. Honestly, I know that we're getting, we got Muldoon right here. I know that with the Explorer that we're going to be getting shortly, we're going to be getting a Tim figure with that. So the only one of the like main cast really that we haven't gotten yet would be Lexi. I guess you could say Dr. Arnold as well in terms of some of the main characters. But this is great. I love the fact that we're getting all of them. I don't know what they would give us with Lexi, because I can't imagine that they would just, like, for example, we're getting Nedry with this, and as I said, we're getting little Tim with that Explorer vehicle, which I'm super excited about getting that. Like, I'm giddy as all hell about getting that guy. So, I'm curious what we could get. Now we come to the Jeep, which you could potentially say is the star of this set. It likes moving by itself. And I do like it. There are some aspects of it that I think should have been done differently. Let me get these out of the way. This is for the most part, reissue and slight retool of this guy. But as you can see, there are some differences. The numbers are different. You got 18, you got 12. Obviously, this has the top section, whereas this, it's basically the same. You just have to, I don't know if you can even pull this out now, but this, you're just gonna do that? Okay. This actually attaches into the part where the stay. But okay, you done? Okay, so this actually attaches into the little ports that the roll bar did, but all in all, it's very similar. They did change some aspects, like for example, this window right here. This looks, oh no, that does look different as well. You can kind of see it like with the sides here. This is different than how that is. Obviously, you have the side mirrors right here, which you didn't have there. Kind of, I mean, a lot of it, you got the Jeep logo. You're missing the paint detail that this has. That's missing there. One of the things that people complain the most about is this red stripe. This is how it really should look, and it is lacking on the new one. It did have it in the movie, and when we first saw promotional images of this, it had that still. So it is unfortunate that they don't have that. Why they didn't put that in, I feel like that was just, I don't even know. To me, there's no excuse really for that. It should be there. You can't tell me that, including this, and you can also see that he also does have the tire on the back here, which is nice. But you can't tell me that made it so you couldn't afford to put that there. I refuse to believe that, especially since you also took this section out. Now, one of the iconic scenes in the movie was he used this winch, whatever this is thing called, this little hook thing, to kind of try to pull himself up, and that's when he was attacked by the Dilophosaurus. Unfortunately, this does not do anything. This is all just a solid molded piece of plastic. So that's really unfortunate that there is no way that they could, and I'm trying to wind this up. I'm not doing a very good job, clearly. I don't know why they couldn't have included that. I honestly, I don't know. To me, you should have been able to. But again, you took this piece out and you gave us the hard top. Or, well, it's not really a hard top, but that. So, it is what it is. But I'm still very happy with it. This piece, though, like I talked about, just removes. It plugs into those sections like I talked about. The inside here basically looks the exact same. You got the seat, you got the steering wheel, all that kind of stuff there. One thing that I really like that they did here is they put this a clear piece of plastic, but what's cool is it's rippled. You can kind of see it, and it's a hard piece of plastic, but it kind of looks like that plasticky material that Jeeps basically have with that. I mean, I really like how they did that. That's really cool. Very clear, too. I dig that. You can't open the doors, which is unfortunate because people are probably going to want to have him sitting in here. And it is a little bit tricky to get him in just because he is a bit round of a dude. So you get him sitting there, can have that. And then a lot of people are going to want to go like this with the door. And you really can't do much. I wish you could have opened the door, but you can't really get in there. And then he jumps in and he attacks and he goes, and he kills it and everything. So it's a great release. I really do like it. Could it have been better? Yes, it could have been. But you also miss some of the paint detail here in the grill section here. But I mean, it still looks good. I just feel like, in terms, especially, I mean, you're missing the wording here for the tires as well. John Hammond wouldn't have had Jeeps that would look different. They're all going to be the exact same. So it is unfortunate that they don't have that on there. And even the red color is a little bit darker. It looks a little bit better. And yeah, see, you're missing this. I mean, they're missing a lot of paint applications on this, honestly, when you're kind of looking at it. But I like the reddish color in here. This looks a little bit more toy-ish. Same kind of thing with the tires as well. I'm happy with it. It was a set that I was always going to pick up. It's just, in my mind, it could have been done better, and that's essentially it. Now, I did watch Buddy's review on this, and he basically said that people are probably just going to strategically put this guy in the front to hide that. And I guess you kind of could. It would work, but I don't know. I'm not that upset about it, to be totally honest. I do wish he came with that cryo can. There could have been, there's no doubt, there could have been some things done better with this release. But I'm still happy with it. I'm glad that I picked it up. And if you're a Jurassic Park fan, I would recommend picking it up as well. So, all that being said, as I mentioned previously, the Legacy Collection is exclusive here, at least in North America, to Target stores. But unlike a lot of other exclusive, the Jurassic Park stuff pretty much is widely available. So you shouldn't have a hard time finding this if you are looking for it. And if you are, as always, I say to you, good luck and happy hunting. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Once again, I want to send a huge shout out to all of my Optibotimus Plus channel members, who through their continued support, help to make reviews like this possible. And if you'd like information on how you can help support my channel by becoming a channel member, where you can get exclusive channel chat and comment emojis, loyalty badges, access to the Optibotimus Plus Discord, unboxing videos, live streams, Zoom calls, as well as the new exclusive home of the Optibotimus Looks Back video series, then please consider becoming a member of Optibotimus Plus. And for that, all you have to do is click on that little join button right down there. And as always, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.